Hey guys, Tim Leshall here. If you ever heard the term "this call is being recorded," then you're probably familiar with this company. It's called Humanatic, and it's a company that helps company review their calls and then provide them with analytical reports. It's a popular company that often pops up on work-at-home job portals, blogs. So I figured I'd create this video just to show you what it works, how you can apply, what's expected of you, what you can make, blah blah blah. So as always in my videos as well, my website, I just create these videos, content to inform you. That's what I like to do. I like to have honesty, create it, and not promote any programs that are going to make me rich, because I don't need a lot of money. I just like to help you guys learn. So that being said, let's check out Humanatic. If you like to review calls and you like the idea of working at home, it could be something to consider. Let's find out if it's worth your time. So first, let's go into the details here. So what is Humanatic? And again, I said if you've ever called a company and you heard the operator saying this call is being recorded, this is the company. They help clients review their calls. They provide them with analytical reports, and then this data helps that company improve their customer service and sales. And if you want to join, they say the main reason you should join is freedom, because you get to create your own schedule. You can make as little as much as you choose. And when you first start, you're given access to the two easy categories of calls, and as you advance, you can unlock new categories. And it's free, it's simple. They never charge you anything. You don't have to make or receive calls. You don't have to have any live conversations, so don't think you're making phone calls. You're just listening to them. You don't even need to be in a third party here. You don't have to transcribe, nothing. They have over 150,000 users around the world, and you can use your computer, your tablet, or your phone. And if you're ready to get started, all you need to do is you're going to click the Sign Up Now button, and you do need a verified PayPal account. So if we go to the Sign Up button here, show you how the process works. Okay, so if you want to join here, this is what it's going to look like. In order to join, again, you need to have a valid and verified PayPal account. And if you're interested, you're just going to keep scrolling down here. You can log in with your PayPal to confirm it, and then your personal details will never be shared. You just have to link your PayPal account, and that's it. And once you do so, it's going to take you to a little application that looks like this: where you live, promo code, do you speak any other languages. Also need to tell them about your current recent employment history. You don't need to mention any specific company names, but they just want to use this as information to shield you from any calls that would represent a conflict of interest. So for example, if you worked at a car dealership, then they won't play calls that are from other car dealerships, if that makes sense. You will just agree to the terms and conditions. And then if your application is accepted, you'll receive a welcome email, and you'll just have to follow the prompts in there, and I'll show you in a second here how that all works. And they said in the terms and conditions here, it says you might hear some wacky things from time to time, but you are legally forbidden from sharing these calls with anyone else. You can't tell your spouse or anyone like, hey, come listen to this. There's very strict laws in place, and so that you know that there are possibilities that you could listen to confidential information. So you need to know that what you listen to needs to stick with what you hear, so don't share it with anyone here. You'll submit your application, and then you'll just have to wait for that email if they do like what they see. So if you do get accepted, it's going to look something similar to this. There's this category list, and you can see the payouts are pretty low here. You're talking pennies per call here, and since they're open worldwide, a lot of countries will work hard at this because they can make pretty good living for their cost of living. So if you live in America or a country that won't find a penny a call that much, you're going to find it's not really worth your time. But I just want to explain how it works here. There's only one way to earn money, and it's just reviewing the calls. This means you're going to have to listen to the call and then tag it according to the guidelines. And when you log into the site, you'll just see the available calls you can review. So for example, these inbounds, you could see there's 2,700 calls you could work on and so forth. Then you just simply choose a call you want to listen to it. You listen to it and you categorize it after you read their guidelines, and you're going to have to read the guideline report just to see what category it falls in. They do measure your accuracy. So if you don't maintain a high accuracy percentage score, you can get your account deactivated, usually if you fall below 80%. So a fast reviewer doesn't necessarily mean you're doing good. You want to focus on accuracy. And so at first, it can take you a while to get the hang of it, but again, if you want to do this, you're going to find that you're going to have to read those guidelines that you can find on your app. It'll look like something like this again, and you're just going to click on it, follow the prompts. Like I said, you're not going to make a lot of money here, as they're only a couple pennies each. And when it comes time to get paid out, you will need at least $10, then you can credit it to your PayPal account. That's the only option they have, so if you don't have PayPal, you can't get paid. They pay out every Wednesday around afternoon time. And if you miss the payout period after the noon, on that Wednesday, you got to wait for another week. So they just pay out weekly. And how much money you can make, you're not going to make much money, because each call, again, is only going to be a penny or two. And sometimes the calls can take a little longer, 15 cents maybe at most, maybe 10 cents. And in a good day, from what I've read online, you can maybe make up to $3 or $4 an hour, and that's if you get really good at it. So you ask yourself, if it's worth $4 an hour, again, you're looking at this, that's not that good. So I wouldn't expect to make too much money here. So again, if you live in the United States, Canada, or Australia, it's going to be something that's not really worth your time. But hey, if you live maybe in the Philippines or India and you get good at it, then maybe it could be something that could be beneficial to you. And that's why I always want to be honest and let you know. It is open worldwide, so if you do pass the application, it could be something to consider. And as in all of my reviews, I want to show you what other people are saying. On Indeed, about 24 people gave it a 3.8. That's kind of below average here. You could see that it's time consuming, but it's competitive. Compensation, you could say, some people say it's stressful, but this person says, as an African, I am grateful to be a stepping stone. They gave it a 2-star. This one's a home-based job. They said it's good for someone who wants a sideline job, but the earnings just depend on your capabilities. They keep scrolling down here. So this person said they made about $2 to $10 a day, and they worked 4 hours a day. So again, it's not a lot, but they gave it a 4-star. They're more than likely from a country where $10 a day could be a lot to them, and that's fine. That could work out pretty good. And if we go to, say, SiteJabber, same thing, pretty mixed bag. You're going to probably get positive reviews from people who live in like a country such as the Philippines, India, and so forth. This person says it's work when you're desperate, because payments are pretty low. I keep scrolling down here. This says it's not a reliable site. Again, invalid log information. So you can run into technical problems that's commonly found among a lot of these sites. So the main problem most people run into, again, it's going to be just not working, getting a lot of money for what you're putting into it. So if you want to make, again, $1, $4 an hour, it could be something to consider, but you're not going to get rich doing it. And then Humanatic, it's a legit company. They'll pay you, but again, it's not going to be a lot of money. You're only going to make maybe $1, $2, $3 an hour if that's good for you and you're in a foreign country outside the United States, etc. It could be something that you want to consider, but for anyone else, if you think $1 to $4 an hour is not worth your time, then don't even bother signing up. I mean, it can sound kind of cool reviewing calls and that, but you're just going to be working for pennies. Get frustrated within 10 minutes. Trust me. Even though it's legitimate, it's safe. I'm just leaning towards not joining it, at least from my perspective. But if you want to check it out, and again, you're happy with $1, $2, $3 an hour, maybe $4 if you get good at it, then of course it could work good for you. So if you do make the money, you should be able to cash out. Again, you need that verified PayPal account. As always, if you like what you see here, have hundreds more ways to make money, be smart with money and less dollar. Hundreds of videos on the YouTube channel. I keep adding content as much as I can. I created this channel to inform you. I'll keep adding as much as I can. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.